Hello again, everybody. It's Pam. Today we're going to be discussing items that I highly suggest for if you're staying in a hostel or an airplane. Obviously, you're not staying on an airplane, but it's good to have on an airplane. So, my first suggestion, specifically for airplane, these are compression sleeves for your legs. Um, so runners wear these to keep their legs from cramping up and everything. A lot of people who are on long haul flights will wear them to keep their legs from um, like collecting water. And so when I've been on some of my longer flights, I like to have those. I don't necessarily wear them all the way up. Sometimes I'll wear like this narrow part on my heel, but it's a nice thing to have. They also make actual socks that you can buy. I just don't have those. Next thing, and this has been like key aces, can never forget. If I do forget, the world will end. Earplugs. I have an assortment of earplugs. It really doesn't matter what kind you buy or what color they are. I mean, obviously the neon ones are easier to see than the nude colored ones, but just get yourself some earplugs. I cannot count how many times these have saved me when I was trying to sleep on an airplane or trying to sleep at a hostel. It goes, well, not necessarily goes without saying, but my first hostel experiences, I was the oldest person in the room. I can tell you how old, but I was the oldest person in the room. And so a lot of these kids were getting back at like 3 a.m. from the clubs, and I just wasn't doing that. That's not my deal. So I would already be asleep, and they'd be coming in all rowdy and stuff. Had my earplugs in, I was good. Another great thing to have for that, and just in general, if you are light sensitive or any sort of sensitive, is a mask, like an eye mask. So goes over your eyes. This one's a cheap one that came with something I bought. This one I bought, it is Travel Light Eye Shade. Some of the airlines will give you like the really like cheaply made ones, which is fine. Like if you don't have one and that's the one you have, cool, use it. I just noticed that the side thingy would always snap on it, so I got one that was, one, adjustable because I have a small head, and two, had like good construction. This is Sea to Summit, so I love Sea to Summit stuff. So this paired with earplugs saved my butt on many occasions. Although if you go to Iceland or anywhere like Svalbard, I'm not sure if I said that right, Svalbard, in the summer, like anywhere north, Norway, Sweden, Finland, doesn't matter, since their sun doesn't really set, hopefully your hostel has great blinds. My hostel in Iceland did not, and there was nothing I could do, even using this and putting like a sheet over my head, that could compete with the sun coming in the window. It was ridiculous. Another thing you can use instead of headphone or earplugs is, these are called cozy phones. I'm gonna look ridiculous, but that's okay. So these are headphones. It has the jack right there. My camera does not like focusing. Anyways, it has the jack right there, and it has two, you can feel them, I can feel them, two, I guess, headphone speakers, and then you just put it on like so, and you have music in your ears, and they're soft, so you don't have the horrible Apple ear thingies, and they're painful. I guess you could also pull it over your eyes, and it could double as a mask. I have not done that. But these are great if you listen to music to fall asleep, or if you listen to music while you're asleep, because they don't hurt. I have a cartilage piercing, so I can't really get those like big ones, and I know those are better for sleeping in some cases than the little ones, but still, these are, I mean, these are relatively inexpensive. I don't like using the word cheap. These are relatively inexpensive, and they come in a nice little carry case. You can even shove, you know, your bag of earplugs in there, or your eye mask, whatever. So then you have like everything together. So it makes it really easy. Another thing I've noticed when I travel is that I like to keep stuff together. So you have packing cubes for your clothes. I know they make, I don't know what they're called. I guess like electronics packing cube type things, where you can put all like the cords and the whatnots. I don't have any of that, so this is like a $2 pencil bag from Target. So I would get all my cords and I would just shove them in here. It's not organized per se, but they're together, so I know where they are, and I'll put them back where they came from. So I have a bunch of these little bags from, this one's from an old hard drive. I just have a bunch of these bags from random places, and I will use them to keep stuff together. Another thing from Sea to Summit, my towel came in this. It's sort of a hard case, so you could put your sunglasses in there or something. Anyways, as you can see, I like having things that can do multiple purposes, that have can have multiple functions. And last but not least, for hostels. And these are great for planes too, if they don't give you a blanket and you're perpetually cold, like I am. This is a sleeping bag liner. It is a twin sleeping bag liner. Again, Sea to Summit. Love you. And basically, you can use it at a hostel that either they don't provide bedding. So many of them do, so that's not so much of a question now, but if they provide bedding and you get there and it looks kind of grody, you can have a layer between you and whatever they provide. I got this in the Czech Republic, and I have used it many places, including camping in the US, so you can use it camping too. I'm probably going to use it in a few weeks when I go camping, because it's already 90-ish degrees in Texas, and I'm not going to sleep in a sleeping bag. It's going to be like 89 at night, so I'd much rather have something light and cottony than an actual sleeping bag. So those are my tips for today. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time.